Imagine the quiet corner of your yard, once ordinary, now crowned with light, a shimmer of forgotten porcelain catching the last sun. Imagine a fallen root, not buried, but suspended above you, cradling the gentle flicker of captured fireflies. Imagine the path beneath your feet, not just gravel, but a ribbon of shattered memory, tracing a slow, magical curve through the evening air. This is not design. This is a conversation between nature and what was discarded. In the next few minutes, we're showing you 22 ways to turn trash, broken plates, tangled branches, simple roots, into the most beautiful, expensive-looking, fairy night garden you've ever seen. And the best part? These stunning designer looks cost less than $10. Welcome to Arkan Aesthetic Studio, where small spaces learn big beauty, and every scrap finds its story. If you love upcycled, enchanting garden ideas that feel like a storybook and stay entirely DIY-friendly, you're in the right place. We drop new episodes in this series every week, turning $0 materials into high-end rustic art. If today's ideas speak your language, remember to subscribe so you don't miss our next project. And if you know someone who loves creating this kind of garden magic, share this video with them on WhatsApp or Facebook. Let's spread this cozy, upcycled beauty to our closest friends. One, the Root Arc Pendant with Firefly Glow. Allow your gaze to drift upward, past the canopy of leaves, where a piece of the earth itself has learned to hold the sky. This is the Root Arc Pendant, a sculpture born not from intention, but from the memory of the soil. Imagine this, a heavy, ancient root, its curves shaped by years of subterranean silence, now suspended above your favorite resting spot. It asks for no perfection, demanding only that you notice the natural twist of the grain, the hollows tracing where water once ran. When twilight arrives, the root does not hold earth, but light. Small, captured embers, soft amber lead lights in simple jars, nestle within its embrace, casting circles of gentle warmth onto the ground below. They flicker delicately, a rhythm that feels almost like the garden's own quiet heartbeat, transforming stillness into atmosphere. This piece reminds us that light does not need to dazzle to matter. Sometimes it just needs to linger, offering a soft breath of safety and wonder. It turns a moment of rest into a timeless ritual, a silent promise that even the fallen can learn to hold the stars. Two, Constellation Mosaic Gate. Every great story needs a threshold, a pause between the world you leave and the sanctuary you tend. This is the Constellation Gate, standing not as a boundary, but as an invitation. Imagine simple branches, gathered after a long wind, arcing across a matte, deep frame. Their lines are guided by nature, not by measurement. But look closer, nestled between the twigs, tiny fragments of ceramic shimmer like captured starlight. A constellation you might recognize, or perhaps one you simply invent. The black frame absorbs the world's noise, allowing the shards to glow freely, like distant stars over calm water. As you reach for the latch, it clicks softly, a heartbeat pausing before entry. This gate doesn't aim to keep things out. It beckons you in, whispering that what is broken can still shine if given the right place to rest. To pass through it is to feel the air soften, the scent of soil deepen, and the path ahead become touched by intention. It is a promise of peace sealed in wood and memory. Three, Wavy path ribbon of ceramic shards. There are lines in nature that refuse to be straight. The path of the wind, the curve of a river, the way light travels through the densest leaves. The wavy path ribbon borrows this fluid language, tracing a gentle, rhythmic song across the earth. Instead of rigid borders, imagine shattered ceramics, pastel blues, muted greens, tiny flecks of ivory, set into soft gravel, flowing like a tranquil stream. The sine wave crests and falls, guiding your step without commanding it. Walk along this ribbon and the garden feels alive, humming beneath your feet. It is not about reaching a destination quickly. It is about the journey, a gentle reminder that movement can be soft, and direction doesn't need to be straight to be true. As the sun departs, the magic reveals itself. Tiny glow pebbles embedded in the gravel wake up, their faint light echoing the path where the day once walked. This subtle illumination turns the ribbon into a signature of calm, a visible heartbeat made of color and patience, inviting you to wander and to notice how the smallest fragments can chart the most peaceful course. Four, Removable Mosaic crown fence rail. At the humble edge of the garden, where morning light first touches the weathered wood, imagine a quiet shimmer running across the fence line. This is the removable mosaic crown, where fragments of a forgotten meal, a cracked cup, a plate from last year's dinner, return as a ribbon of concentrated light. Each shard rests in rhythm, blues beside gold, ivory beside rose, catching the sun like fragments of beloved memory. This handmade rail sits gently upon the fence, a true crown for your space, ready to lift off when the seasons turn or the wood needs care. It doesn't shout for attention. It sings in small, silent reflections. When rain falls, droplets race along the ceramic, tracing forgotten laughter embedded in the glaze. What elevates this piece is the small act of kindness. Along its rim, a clear bead of cork or silicone runs like a line of soft dew, turning what was sharp into something smooth and safe to the touch. It allows your garden, proud of its scars, to be crowned with beauty and practicality, reminding you that even the perimeter can be a storyteller. Five, Lantern of roots with moss and ember jars. When dusk fully settles, and the garden exhales its final warmth, the lantern of roots begins to breathe. This is not a structure that was simply built. It was found in the remnants after a storm, in wood that still remembers the water. Its frame is a tangle of Earth's own architecture, twisted roots once hidden underground, now cradling small jars of captured light. There is no forced symmetry, no polish applied, only the honesty of nature's curves. Between the knots, the amber glow spills softly through the gaps, like whispers escaping between the trees. The light it casts is not harsh illumination, but depth, stretching shadows like delicate lace across the stone and soil. It transforms the garden into a living, breathing painting. Accented with quiet green moss, This piece reminds you that even hollow things can hold warmth, that beauty often lives exactly where you stopped expecting it. Line a few of these along your path, and they will hum together, a low, patient pulse you can walk beside, carrying a small, private memory of the sun. Six, spiral mosaic stepping stones. Beneath the quiet pattern of footsteps finding their way home, the spiral mosaic stepping stones tell a universe of color, one circle at a time. Imagine each stone holding fragments of broken dishes, bits of glass that once knew water and laughter, reborn in pattern and purpose. The design is deliberately inward, a gentle spiral drawing the eye to the center, reminding you that beauty doesn't follow a straight line. It curves, pauses, and continues. When the sun is high, these mosaics shimmer softly, guiding the path like a melody written on the earth. But as dusk falls, the true enchantment begins. Tiny glow pebbles, embedded within the pattern's heart, wake with a faint, gentle light. It is not brightness they bring, but memory, a soft echo of warmth that lingers long after sunset. Every step laid in the rough mortar becomes a quiet whisper of intention, saying, "Walk slower. Find peace along the curve, not just at the destination." These stones settle deeper with each season, a testament to the quiet truth that broken things, when arranged with care, can still illuminate the way. Seven, floating root shelf for solar jars. On a quiet wall where sunlight moves slowly, tracing patterns of shadow and leaf, something that once lived underground now floats in the air. This is the floating root shelf, a piece of aged wood, weathered and curved by time, lifted to display your smallest green treasures. It is held invisibly by a hidden cleat, creating a secret of balance and simplicity. There are no brackets to distract the eye, only the gentle illusion that nature has learned to levitate. The root story is etched into its grain. Every swell marks a season survived, every knot a memory of the earth. We've dedicated this platform to hold small solar jar lanterns. As afternoon fades, light brushes along the succulents, and the shelf casts a delicate shadow shaped like wings. Then, when the sun dips, the solar jars awaken, turning the wall into a vertical display of quiet, gentle light. For a moment, your garden forgets its corners. The wall seems to breathe, the plants appear lighter, and silence itself finds a place to rest. All thanks to Earth reborn as air, holding both life and light. Eight, branch lamp rail with hung amber bulbs. When twilight folds its silence over the garden, a single branch awakens, not to bloom or leaf, but to light. This is the branch lamp rail, a meeting of raw nature and soft illumination. Imagine a fallen limb, its curves still remembering the wind, its bark carrying the whisper of rain, now hung horizontally above a quiet bench or gathering spot. It glows not with harsh brilliance, but with a gentle hush, a warm breath across the evening. Low-voltage bulbs or tiny jar lanterns are suspended at uneven lengths, like stars choosing where to rest, ensuring safety and a cozy atmosphere. The branch stretches its asymmetrical form, turning every shadow into art, every pause into peace. At night, their amber shimmer paints the wood in gold, and the entire garden exhales in quiet satisfaction. You won't find the coldness of symmetry here, only the comfort of rhythm. This rail transforms a simple corner into an outdoor living room, a place where conversations slow and the evening seems kind, proving that even a discarded limb can hold the Firefly's memory and turn darkness into design. Nine, Bottle Shards Sunburst Medallion. When sunlight meets glass, it forgets its original shape. The Bottle Shards Sunburst Medallion captures that precise moment, the instant when the ordinary turns celestial. Imagine pieces of broken bottles, curved and uneven, transformed into beams radiating from a center. Hues of deep green like moss, warm amber like the late afternoon, and pale blue like the breath before dusk, all held within a simple frame of natural rope. Hung against a sunny wall or a dark fence, this medallion doesn't just reflect light. It turns it into moving color, scattering warmth across your garden like a painter's subtle sigh. As the breeze shifts, it trembles slightly, and the reflected hues dance across nearby leaves and wood, alive and content to exist only for that fleeting moment. It is a symbol of renewal, a small act of beautiful defiance against waste. To make this is to give light a second chance, reminding yourself that even fragments can radiate intense beauty. By night, place a small solar candle behind it, and the medallion hums through the glass, becoming a quiet moon of your own making. Proof that the most luminous things are often those that have already lived, cracked, and learned how to shine again. Ten, Root Base Table with Liftoff Mosaic Disc. In a quiet corner where the ivy curls across old stone, a root once buried deep now holds the light of day. This is the root base table, rising not by force, but by memory. Its curves, carved by years of silence and rain, serve as a foundational sculpture. Upon this sturdy base rests a circle of color, the Liftoff Mosaic Disc. Imagine a sun captured in ceramic, composed of broken plates arranged in gentle spirals. This table asks for no perfection. It invites you to notice the twist of the grain and the hollow that holds a shadow. The mosaic top is designed for patience and portability. It lifts easily like a deep breath, ready to be carried indoors when seasons turn or simply swapped out for a different pattern. When you set a warm cup of tea upon it, the surface hums faintly with the memory of shared meals and laughter embedded in the shards. This piece reminds us that the earth keeps giving shape long after we stop asking. What was fallen becomes furniture, and what was discarded becomes a stage for life's small, quiet rituals. (11) Soft Edge Plate Garden Border. Along the quiet line where soil meets the grass, a gentle rise of color emerges from the earth. This is the soft edge plate garden border, where shards of porcelain, once forgotten in drawers, now form a loving, protective curve. Each piece stands like a fragment of a cherished story, a tea shared, a quiet moment remembered. But this border offers more than just visual poetry. The true genius lies in the finish. Along the sharp rim, a clear bead of soft cork or sealant runs like a line of captured dew, softening what was once harsh. Under your fingertips, it feels smooth and safe, a calm finishing touch of deliberate care. This border doesn't strive for cold perfection. It's a conversation between practicality and beauty, between color and kindness. The fragments catch the sun, offering tiny, brilliant reflections. As evening settles, shadows pull behind the plates, and the edge glows softly in return, a quiet halo for your blooms. This simple act reminds us that gentleness can be part of the design, and that art doesn't always need to shout. Sometimes it simply protects the space where life grows. (12) Branch wall sculpture plus clay microplanters. Sometimes, the most profound art grows quietly on a garden wall. The branch wall sculpture begins not with symmetry, but with rhythm. Imagine twisted branches, gathered from the earth after the rain, finding new direction as they arc across a fence or stucco face. They are placed not to match, but to converse, curving and meeting like sentences of the same silent poem. Between these natural lines, small, brightly painted clay microplanters cling like notes in a melody, each holding a tiny, resilient life, a spilling herb, a small succulent. And from one delicate curve hangs a single bell, light as a breath, ringing only when the breeze remembers its tune. This sculpture changes with the hours. Morning light turns it into a silhouette. Afternoon sun reveals its color and texture, and dusk gives it back to shadow. It is a piece that never stops becoming, weathering with time, deepened by memory. To stand before it is to feel how simplicity and silence can fill a space. It is not mere decoration. It is punctuation, marking the pause between what grows and what stands still. When the bell moves gently, its chime lingers for a heartbeat, echoing through the branches, a small song for your vertical space. (13) Wine bottle fence crown. Along the boundary where the garden meets the open sky, light finds a new path to travel. The wine bottle fence crown captures that journey, creating an unexpected, luminous horizon. Imagine old bottles, once emptied and forgotten, now standing shoulder to shoulder, their smooth glass bodies glinting like tiny, captured beacons. We mix the deep green of moss with the warm amber of late afternoon, ensuring a brilliant play of color as the sun passes through. Set upon a simple wooden rail, this crown is not just a border. It is a quiet celebration, a line drawn not to divide, but to adorn, to remind us that boundaries, too, can be beautiful. At dusk, the very last rays of light pass through the glass, leaving ribbons of green and gold along the fence's shadow. By morning, dew gathers on the bottle lips like tiny pearls, waiting for the day's first spark. To create this piece is to allow light and matter to collaborate, giving discarded glass a final purpose worthy of its clarity. It proves that even at the very top of a simple wall, a sense of magic and artistry can bloom. (14) Portable stick divider Mini-Trellis. There is a quiet beauty in things that stand patiently together. The portable stick divider is built not to harshly separate, but to gently define, creating a rhythm of vertical lines that frame space without ever closing it off. Imagine branches that fell from the same wind, now rising side by side again. Each stick carries its own story, some smooth, some scarred, some curling with age. Yet together they form a harmony, secured simply by natural twine and set into a base cut from reclaimed wood. The base holds them firm, but allows the whole structure to move easily when your heart desires to reshape the space. Small rubber feet lift it slightly from the damp ground, a quiet act of longevity. As the sun moves across the day, the divider writes soft, shifting stripes of shadow across the soil. Behind it, herbs lean curiously, and young vines begin to weave through the gaps, using the rough sticks as a natural, flexible mini-trellis. It is not a wall, it is a whisper, a way to say this side and that side without ever meaning apart. This design reminds us that boundaries can be gentle, light, flexible, and alive. (15) Chipped Cup Fairy Tealight Holders. Sometimes, the simplest transformation holds the most profound magic. Look for those mismatched teacups, the ones with a tiny chip or a faded floral pattern. The pieces too imperfect for the kitchen cabinet, yet too beautiful to discard. These become our chipped cup fairy tealight holders. Imagine clustering 3 or 4 such vessels on a rustic wooden table. Inside each one, nestle a small, battery-operated amber-led tea light. The light is immediately softened by the porcelain, giving off a warm, inviting glow that mimics the safety of a slow-burning candle without any heat or danger. The imperfections of the cup, that tiny chip, that hairline crack, now catch and diffuse the light, adding layers of unexpected character. They serve as miniature beacons, turning a simple garden table into a spot for intimate conversation and quiet reflection. This idea is a perfect zero-cost accent that proves that history, wear, and minor flaws are simply texture, ready to become a beautiful component of your fairy garden story. (16) DIY Mosaic Address Marker. Even the most functional elements of your home deserve a touch of magic. The DIY Mosaic Address Marker turns your simple house number into a personalized piece of outdoor art. Imagine a modest slab of reclaimed wood or simple poured cement acting as the canvas. Upon it, the necessary digits are formed using brightly colored ceramic fragments. We choose contrasting shards, perhaps deep blues for the numbers against a background of soft ivory, to ensure they are clear and welcoming. This is utility mixed with memory, a small statement at your entrance that tells the world not only where you live, but how you live. Unlike cold, mass-produced metal numbers, these mosaics catch the light with an individual sparkle, reflecting the warmth and care within. Every shard is deliberately placed, transforming a forgotten dinner plate into a permanent part of your home's identity. It acts as a friendly, colorful beacon, giving visitors a quiet moment of appreciation as they arrive. This small, budget-friendly project is a gentle reminder that every part of your tiny yard can carry intention and beauty. (17) Mini dish garden with mosaic edging. For those who find wonder in the compact and the contained, the mini dish garden with mosaic edging is a world within a saucer. Imagine taking a wide terracotta base and filling it with miniature landscapes. Tiny, resilient succulents, fine gravel pathways, and maybe even a small, whimsical stone accent. The magic of the upcycle comes in defining this world. Along the simple, curved rim of the dish, we set tiny, jewel-toned ceramic shards. These fragments, often the smallest pieces left over from a larger project, act as a decorative wall, giving the dish a premium, finished look that elevates it from a planter to a piece of art. The shards catch the light, adding a layer of color and texture that contrasts beautifully with the soft greens and grays of the succulents. This creation proves that you don't need acres of land to find peace. You can create a perfectly balanced, serene world on a windowsill, a table, or a balcony rail. It's a quiet invitation to play with scale, to be the architect of a tiny, flourishing domain, using what was broken to frame what is perfectly alive. (18) Log slice plus broken plate coasters. For the small rituals of shared drinks and quiet moments, functional art is essential. These log slice and broken plate coasters marry the raw, organic texture of wood with the smooth, preserved memory of porcelain. Imagine simple rounds cut from a fallen limb, their edges left rustic and unvarnished. We carve a shallow recess and fill it with brightly colored ceramic shards, securing them permanently with clear resin or simple grout. The result is a smooth, heat-safe surface that captures light and color, contrasting beautifully with the rings and grain of the wood. Each coaster is a tiny, self-contained mosaic, a piece of art small enough to fit in your hand. When condensation traces down a cold glass, it settles on a surface that was once broken, now made whole and practical. This project is a quick, satisfying way to use up the smallest scraps and elevate your outdoor seating area, proving that even the most mundane accessories can carry the rustic charm and emotional weight of upcycled memory. (19) The $0 river stone plus ceramic border. This project uses the beauty of natural abundance, making it a nearly $0 border. The river stone and ceramic border combines the quiet permanence of water-smoothed stones with the fragile color of porcelain memory. Imagine gathering flat, gray river stones and laying them along your garden edge. Then, sparingly, we interrupt the natural, muted tones with tiny, bright ceramic shards, setting them deep into the gravel or low mortar. The shards act not as a solid mosaic, but as sporadic jewels, catching the sunlight and drawing the eye. This border is an exercise in restraint, allowing the stones to speak for the earth's timelessness, while the flashes of color remind us of human history and laughter. When the garden is dampened by rain, the river stones deepen to a rich, dark hue, and the ceramic fragments gleam like scattered treasures unearthed from the soil. This fusion grounds the fairy rustic aesthetic in genuine, natural materials, providing a clean edge that honors both the wildness of the garden and the care of the hands that tend it. 20. Mosaic tray insert for old bistro table. At the center of your gathering space, where the morning tea meets the first gentle breeze, an old bistro table finds quiet new purpose. Its surface, perhaps worn by time and weather, now holds the mosaic tray insert that slips neatly into place. Imagine a sunburst of vibrant, broken color, reborn and sealed smooth. Each shard tells a hushed tale, a chipped saucer, a lost plate, a moment made tangible again. This drop-in insert isn't just decoration. It's transformation made utterly simple. You can lift it out easily for cleaning, carry it indoors when the heaviest storms arrive, or even switch it out for a new pattern when the seasons change. The frame remains the sturdy anchor, but the story resting upon it evolves with your rhythm. When morning light strikes, the surface catches the brightness like water, scattering tiny glints across the metal frame. This table doesn't demand attention. It offers a gentle invitation. Sit here long enough, and you realize this isn't merely furniture. It's a memory platform, a place where past fragments and present peace share a cup of quiet continuity. (21) Broken plate shard solar jar lanterns. This is where the magic of waste meets the simplicity of modern function. The broken plate shard solar jar lanterns are small beacons of night garden wonder. Imagine a simple glass jar, its surface covered in vibrant, irregularly placed mosaic fragments, jewel tones of ruby, sapphire, and emerald from those plates you couldn't bear to throw away. The key is to leave tiny gaps between the shards. We secure a solar light lid onto the top, allowing the daytime sun to charge the internal power. As darkness arrives, the solar mechanism awakens, and the light is forced to escape through the colorful, cracked armor of the ceramic. The result is a stunning, dappled glow that paints the surrounding area with a mosaic of colored light. It's an inexpensive, charming way to line a path, cluster on a small table, or hang from a branch. These lanterns embody the heart of our upcycle philosophy. They are beautiful, functional, and self-sufficient, requiring no maintenance beyond the sun itself. They remind us that even the most shattered vessel can be remade to hold and emit light. (22) Driftwood and shell accents with glow paint. Our final idea is the most subtle and budget-friendly homage to the magic of the night. It fuses our popular driftwood aesthetic with the essential glow-up element. Imagine collecting small, sun-bleached pieces of driftwood and a few simple seashells. By day, they are beautiful, weathered sculptures. But for the driftwood and shell accents, we paint tiny, almost invisible lines or dots of high-quality glow-in-the-dark paint along the natural grooves, edges, and imperfections. The paint must charge in the daylight. When night falls, this paint activates, offering the faintest, most ethereal light, a whisper of blue or green that traces the organic shape of the wood and the curl of the shell. It is not illumination, it is pure atmosphere. These small pieces can be tucked at the base of planters, nestled on stone steps, or simply scattered in a dry-bed river for a magical effect. This project teaches us that the greatest beauty is often found in the detail, and that even the quietest materials from the natural world can carry a secret light that belongs only to the fairy tales of your own garden. And so, the circle ends where it began, with light from the ground, stories from the broken, and peace crafted by hand. Remember, the true magic of a garden isn't what it shows in the daylight. It's what it keeps quietly, in the soft glow of the spaces between. May your scraps always find their voice. I've linked our Borders and Driftwood Glow playlists below to keep the inspiration flowing. Until next week, may your garden tell the best stories.